The courtroom buzzed with tension from eager spectators and flashing cameras. Protesters outside waved signs demanding justice against Chief Williams. The air felt thick with anticipation and pounding hearts. Chief Williams sat in a wheelchair connected to oxygen tubes. Once Africa's powerful oil tycoon, he now appeared frail and defeated. Accused of murdering his wife and son in a ritual, his eyes stared blankly like a soul long departed. Guards stood beside him, showing no emotion at all. The judge cleared his throat to address the packed room. "Is there any last evidence or witness for the accused?" Silence descended as everyone turned, expecting absolutely nothing more. His lawyers had abandoned him weeks earlier in fear. Allies vanished, and media smeared his name relentlessly. Churches condemned him as a monster without mercy. Then a voice broke through, declaring, "I have evidence." A slim young girl rose slowly from the back seats. She wore a neat Maid uniform despite trembling hands. Murmurs spread quickly through the shocked courtroom audience. Who is she? Just a lowly household maid? People whispered, recognizing her from the Williams family. Amaka stood, determined, though her voice cracked slightly. "I was present in the house that fateful night. I witnessed the murders and recorded everything on phone." The room fell completely still in stunned disbelief. The judge leaned forward, asking her to step ahead. "Identify yourself, young lady, and explain your claims now." She walked forward slowly in worn-out slippers, holding tears. "My name is Amaka Benjamin, the family household maid. I know the real killer of Madame Eliliana and George. I have solid proof on this flash drive here." Cameras zoomed in as she raised the drive high. The judge ordered it inserted and played immediately. Silence gripped everyone as the video began rolling. Shaky footage showed masked men invading the mansion violently. Screams echoed, followed by terrifying gunshots in darkness. The camera shifted, revealing a shocking unmasked face. Gasps filled the court, recognizing Jonathan Chuka clearly. Chief Williams' rival and owner of Chuka Oil Empire. He smirked over the bodies, praising his men's work. "This ends Williams with the world-believing ritual sacrifice." The red cap and white agbada sealed his fate. Jonathan jumped up in court, denying the video's authenticity. "That's fabricated evidence, and a complete, utter lie." The judge called forensic experts to verify immediately. Minutes later, they confirmed the footage was genuine. Chief Williams wept silently as his body shook. His name shifted from curse to possible innocence. Chaos erupted with reporters scrambling for stories everywhere. Police restrained Jonathan as he lunged at Amaka. He called her a lying, worthless rat in rage. The judge pounded the gavel, demanding order now. Everyone settled down slowly under his stern gaze. The judge asked Amaka how she obtained the video. Why reveal it only now after so much time? Her voice quivered, but she answered with honesty. "I hid in the kitchen recording on my phone. I feared coming forward as just a simple maid. Nobody would believe my word against powerful men. But seeing Chief Williams suffer broke my silence finally." The judge nodded, acknowledging her brave, honest words. "You may have saved an innocent life today, Amaka." Everything changed in that pivotal courtroom moment, instantly. The judge delivered judgment after reviewing all evidence. Chief Williams is innocent of all charges against him. Jonathan Chuka is sentenced to death by hanging. The courtroom exploded in cheers and utter chaos. Redemption filled the air instead of previous doom. Outside reporters swarmed the gates, seeking interviews urgently. A black van parked quietly across the busy road. Inside, a dark-skinned woman in hooded sweatshirt typed. She watched the exposed video on her phone screen. Scented encrypted, whispering, "Plan B has failed now. We proceed to Plan C without any delay." Amaka must not survive to testify any further. The sun set on Oshodi's dusty, crowded streets. Amaka's mind raced with thoughts of the day. Under police protection, she returned to her tiny apartment, shared with her ailing mother Amanda, in dim light. Electricity was cut off again as usual tonight. A kerosene lantern flickered, providing weak illumination inside. Amanda lay on a thin mattress, coughing weakly. Her eyes lit up, seeing Amaka enter safely. "You did it, my child," whispered Amanda softly. Amaka knelt beside her, holding back fresh tears. "I showed the court the video. They saw truth. Chief Williams was declared innocent today at last." Amanda grasped her daughter's hand with trembling fingers. "You saved him by standing for the truth bravely." "I was terrified, Mama, but I remembered your words. Even if we die, we must uphold truth always." Amanda smiled faintly for the first time in weeks. "God protects you, my precious child, always." but shadows lurked in Oshodi's narrow, twisting alleys. A tinted black SUV parked 2 blocks away quietly. 2 men in suits spoke in hushed, serious tones. "That's the girl who exposed Jonathan," confirmed one, peering through binoculars at Amaka's small apartment window. "Orders are clear, wait for nightfall to strike. Eliminate the girl, make it seem like robbery. If the mother interferes, take her out too." Words hung heavy, creating tension in the vehicle. Inside the apartment, Amaka changed into an old t-shirt. Her body ached from exhaustion and lingering fear. Something felt wrong deep in her instincts tonight. She peered out the window into eerie darkness. The street was unusually quiet without normal hustle. No kids playing or generators humming loudly anymore. No traders arguing over prices in the night. Suddenly, a soft, deliberate knock at the door. Amaka's heart stopped as fear gripped her tightly. She turned to Amanda, whose eyes widened in terror. Who could that be at this late hour? "I don't know, Mama. Stay quiet for now." The knock repeated harder, shaking the wooden door. Amaka grabbed her phone with racing heartbeats. "Who's there?" she asked loudly, hiding her tremble. No answer came from the other side, outside. Another bang, louder and more aggressive this time. She pressed her ear against the door, listening. Heard footsteps and whispering from multiple people outside. "Mama, we need to leave right now urgently." "But how? I can't walk on my own." Amaka pulled a rusty key from the corner. It opened the back exit to the alley. She supported Amanda's frail body with all strength. Banging grew louder as the front door shook. "We have to go now, no time left." Adrenaline surged as they slipped through the back. Dark alley stank of trash and rotting food. Amanda coughed violently, shaking in Amaka's arms. "Mama, please be quiet, just a bit." They heard the front door crash open behind men, shouting and feet pounding in pursuit. The chase began through the narrow, dark alleys. Amaka clutched Amanda, turning into another tight path. Dodged a rusty barrel, narrowly avoiding a fall. Spotted a small kiosk for daytime fruit sellers. Rushed behind it, pressing against the cold wall. Hiding both as footsteps thundered past them. One man stopped scanning with a bright flashlight. Amaka held her breath, feeling Amanda's heart pound. "They're gone, must have slipped into a house. We'll find them soon enough, don't worry now." The men vanished into the surrounding darkness finally. Tears streamed down Amaka's face in silent relief. She prayed they wouldn't return anytime soon. 10 minutes passed, then 20 intense waiting. Sounds faded completely before she helped Amanda up. They couldn't return home, perhaps never again now. Amaka needed help, but who could she trust? Only Chief Williams had power and motive to protect. She flagged a Danfo bus at the junction. Clothes stained with dirt, Amanda barely conscious. "We're going this night," like this asked driver. "Take us to Victoria Island, it's an emergency." "I will pay somehow, please help us now." She had no money but prayed for mercy. The journey felt endless through Lagos night traffic. Victoria Island contrasted Oshodi with clean-lit streets. The Williams estate gate loomed like a fortress. Amaka approached the intercom at security post, shivering, pressed the button, hearing a gruff voice respond. "My name is Amaka, former maid in this house. I need to see Chief Williams, we're in danger." Long pause before the gates opened slowly. Inside the mansion, lights glowed despite late hour. Staff hurried about in formal, neat clothes. The house resembled a hospital with medical equipment. Williams stayed in a special, isolated wing now, guarded heavily after the trial's traumatic events. Amaka and Amanda were taken in and fed, given clean clothes and warm welcoming beds. Amanda rushed to the in-house clinic immediately. Then Amaka was called to the private wing. Chief Williams sat in wheelchair with blanket over legs, for tubes attached but eyes clearer and stronger. When he saw her, he whispered Amaka softly. "You saved me, why are you here again?" She knelt crying. "Someone tried to kill me tonight. They came for me and my mother." Sir Williams straightened, gripping wheelchair handles tightly now. "Who did this? Tell me everything right away." "I don't know, but likely Jonathan's people, sir. From tonight you're under my full protection, Amaka." She nodded, overwhelmed by his protective, kind words. But deep inside, she knew battle wasn't over. This was merely the beginning of deeper threats. Chief Williams acted swiftly, summoning trusted security team. Loyal men from before his first oil success. They formed protective ring round the entire mansion. Doubled surveillance, screening every vehicle and visitor carefully. Retired DSS agent and his lead investigator now. Uncover fake friends plotting against me secretly. Yes, sir. Ennio saluted, starting inside the house, thoughts heavy, glancing toward clinic where Amanda rested. Amaka, a gentle voice called from behind her, slapped and insulted daily to now valued protected. During the board meeting that very same evening, Chief Williams called emergency meeting at company headquarters. First time since trial the executives saw him. Sleek conference room with marble table, leather chairs, massive screen on wall for presentations and data. Powerful men and women sat nervously around table. When Williams entered in wheelchair, silence fell heavy. He looked thinner, paler, but eyes sharper than ever. Many thought I'd never return, he began calmly. Some even helped bury me alive, but here I am. I want answers from all of you now. Paused, scanning room, no one met his gaze. Attempt on my life twice, wife, son, dead. Is anyone here working with Jonathan Chuka secretly? Mr. Bello cleared throat with due respect, Chief. We're businessmen, not involved in personal wars, sir. Williams raised eyebrow. Is this just personal war? Jonathan framed me, turned nation against my name. Someone here gave him my calendar security details. CCTV blind spots, so tell me, Bello, loyalties. Tension rose, people shuffled seats, sweat on brows. Martha entered, standing behind Williams with folder. Sir, your medication time. She leaned in, whispering. He reached but noticed panic in her eyes. Amaka entered with doctor's report on Amanda's health. Saw the scene and said sharply, don't take that. Everyone turned, confused by her sudden interruption. What is it? Williams asked, looking at Amaka. She walked forward, taking pill bottle from Martha. Let the in-house doctor check it first, please. Martha stepped back. What meaning of this nonsense? I've always handled his medication without any issues. Amaka passed bottle to doctor in the room. Dose large enough to sedate for many hours. Room descended into chaos with shocked gasps. Martha, what is this? Williams demanded, rising raged. She stammered, must be pharmacy mix-up, I swear. Too late. Detective Ennio entered with officers. We have evidence, he announced, holding printed email. Martha contacted Jonathan's people for months now. Fed them locations the night of the attack. GPS shouts filled room in utter disbelief. No wonder they knew everything, Williams muttered, pained. I trusted you with my life and secrets. Martha dropped knees. Please, he forced me, threatened daughter. Williams showed no sympathy. Take her away now. Officers dragged her as she begged futilely. Williams leaned back, exhaling deeply in relief. Board sat stunned in complete heavy silence. He turned to Amaka. Thank you, quietly, sincerely. Everyone looked at once. Invisible girl, now savior. Later that night, Williams called Amaka to lounge. Poured water, asked her to sit comfortably. There's something I haven't told you yet. Amaka nodded, listening attentively to his words. I knew your father Benjamin years ago closely. He wasn't just a name heard in passing. One of my most trusted engineers back then. Amaka's eyes widened. He died when I was young. Yes, Williams said, but what you didn't know. Benjamin saved my life in rig explosion, Port Harcourt. Rain lashed against police convoy windows speeding through. Inside, Amaka sat beside Chief Williams, looking stronger. Detective Ennio beside, pressing earpiece, whispering tensely. We have 24 hours, maybe less than that. Lead assassin arrested in Sango, cracked under interrogation. Confirmed second attack called cleansing to eliminate loose ends. Connected to Williams' case at the very top. Amaka. Ennio continued. Jonathan's allies framed you, not stopping. Syndicate involves politicians, journalists, corrupt police chiefs too. Erase Williams' legacy, destroy name forever completely. This cleansing their final desperate move against us. Williams nodded slowly. Then we stopped them first. Moments later, 3 SUVs, headlights off, pulled up. Thermal drones detected movement. 8 intruders, masked, armed, moving like ghosts through the outer perimeter. Cameras caught disabling sensors with expert precision. Scaled sidewall using ropes, landed near garden. Inside, Amaka gripped chair arm. They've breached gate. Voice echoed in Ennio's earpiece. Don't move yet. Through study glass, Amaka saw dark shadows approaching, heading straight toward them, just as anticipated plan. Smoke bombs rolled in. Attackers swarmed inside quickly. Chief Williams slumped, seeming unconscious in his chair. Amaka screamed, dropping to floor in feigned panic. Non-lethal immobilizer, flash grenades from ceiling dropped. Hidden panels burst. SWAT agents stormed in forcefully. Down, hands visible now. Drop your weapons. Gunfire erupted from every corner in chaos. Amaka covered ears, crawling behind sturdy table. Two attackers fled, but gates shut tight outside. Under 7 minutes, assault team neutralized completely. Chief Williams sat up coughing from thick smoke, alive and well despite the intense ordeal. Amica peered through fog chest, heaving rapidly. "It's over," Ennio said victoriously, stepping inside now. "We captured them all, no one escaped." Next morning, headlines screamed across Nigeria boldly. Cleansing plot, foiled assassins linked to Chuka oil, captured in failed raid on Williams' mansion estate. Brave Maid saved billionaire escapes, second attempt. Nation began believing truth. Apologies flooded social media. "We were wrong. God bless Amaka, real MVP." Justice wins finally in this twisted tale. President sent delegation with honors national protection for Amaka and mother at the Grand Estate. Chief Williams watched unfold from lounge chair, fingers curled around armrest in quiet reflection. Amaka entered, his eyes softened warmly now. "I owe you more than can ever repay." "You don't owe anything, sir. I did right." Williams shook head. "No, you revived me twice. Faced death for me. Now, one more thing." Amaka raised brow curiously. "What is it, sir?" He pulled envelope from drawer, handed it over. Inside, full scholarship medicine, top Nigerian university funded. Hand shook. "I heard you dreamed of doctor once. Sacrificed for mom. I help reclaim it now." Amaka stared, papers blinking back, joyful tears. Also arranged mother flown abroad for treatment plan. She'll be fine upon return work headquarters. Has an economics degree I remember from past. Tears poured from Amaka's eyes uncontrollably now, giving us life we never dared dream of. "No, Amaka, you earned this through your courage." A sun rose washing mansion in golden light. Amaka believed her story was truly beginning anew. 4 years later, auditorium buzzed with eager excitement. Rose-filled family friends, dignitaries, eyes on stage. Banners read congratulations, graduating class, University Lagos Medicine. Amaka stood behind curtain in white doctor's coat, fingers trembling around cap, heart beating wildly. Couldn't believe, after pain, loss, betrayal, near death. This moment real girl begged leftovers, scrubbed floors, nearly died for truth. Now Dr. Amaka Benjamin, top of class, against all overwhelming odds. Name called, auditorium erupted in loud applause. Not all knew her, but sponsor name followed. Dr. Amaka Benjamin, sponsored by Chief Williams Foundation. Front row Chief Williams in navy blue agbada. Silver embroidery, health improved using walking stick still. Looked 10 years younger on this special day. Beside him, Amanda in lilac lace gown, glowing. Healthier than ever, pride only mother could show. Next to Amanda, Jerry Amaka's husband, holding hand. Day Amaka met Jerry Medical Conference, Port Harcourt, representing Williams Foundation Hospital where she worked now. Jerry, charming, quiet clinical pharmacist, gave powerful speech on local drug accessibility after session approached her. Watched her trial 4 years ago, inspired many. She smiled nervously, memory following into new life. Conversation turned coffee, then dinner's love blossomed. Chief Williams approved, celebrated any man sees worth. Is already rich, he told her once wisely. Wedding, small, elegant, in a state garden, beautiful. Williams gave away walking aisle himself proudly. Whispered, "Your father would be so proud today." 4 years later, at hospital grand opening ceremony, banner across glass walls, E. Liliana, George Williams Memorial, place for Healing Truth Foundation Hospital, free services. For pregnant women, children, poor, in need always. Inside walls decorated portraits, chief wife's son. Beside massive framed photo, Amaka in coat. Words, the girl chose truth over crippling fear. Cameras flashed, guests applauded as Williams podium. Voice slow, firm today, not just bricks machines. About redemption, second chance girl, seen nobody. Saved billionaire when others turned away cowardly. Walked forward, defended in court, world judged guilty. Today wears doctor's coat, earned, step by step. Against odds, crowd applauded loudly in agreement. Amanda wept, silently overwhelmed by the moment. Williams looked Amaka. Many ask wealth means now. I say not money, but someone says, because I survived, had hope. Amaka is my wealth. Paused, smiled, but gained daughter and wife too. Laughter, gasps, echoed through attentive audience now. Yes, after years partnership, Amanda Williams fell love. Bond grew naturally, shared grief, understanding, joy. Watching Amaka blossom 3 months before graduation, married. Quietly, without fanfare now, Amanda stood proudly. Director Strategy Planning at Williams Oil Gas. No longer coughing woman from rotting Oshodi flat. Later evening, Amaka sat bench mansion garden. Same spot swept years ago, stars blinked overhead. Jerry joined, wrapping arm around her shoulder gently. Still doesn't feel real, he asked, knowingly. She chuckled softly like watching someone else's life story. He leaned in, except you wrote it yourself now. She smiled. Do you wonder if not taken made job? Jerry nodded. Truth died with boss, you unchanged. She leaned against chest in comfortable silence. Then twins' cries echoed from inside mansion warmly. Sons born weeks earlier, chief insisted name George. After late son, other Benjamin, after her father. She stood looking back at glowing house lights. Think I'm ready for what's next, whispered softly. What's that? Jerry asked curiously with smile. Give others chance. I was given build clinics. In Oshodi, little girls like me dream big. No truth, powerful Maid, not powerless always. Jerry grinned. You're going to change the world truly. No, she said, eyes twinkling. Start with home. They walked hand in hand into mansion lights. Laughter twins behind cheers, celebration ringing night sky. Clear Amaka rewrote story, everyone's expectations forever. Survivor in justice world would never forget her name.